this lesson, I will cover three topics. The next step will be to look at three key communication strategies, which will greatly improve your score on each of the four IELTS test areas. So let us look at those immediately. In other words, three fundamental communication approaches. The first strategy we will talk about is critical thinking. You may have heard of this before, but it is the most important lesson that institutions try to teach their students. Critical thinking is a process for systematically, logically, and effectively reviewing knowledge so that information can be evaluated carefully and step by step. We have other terms that sound similar to critical, such as criticize. Criticizing is a verb that implies studying someone's work and then complaining or making suggestions based on that examination. A critic is someone who analyzes a service or product and then shares their thoughts on it. For example, a critic may visit a restaurant, sample the meal, and then write for a magazine awarding the restaurant 4 stars out of 5 for wonderful service, delicious food, and so on. As a result, that's criticism. Critical thinking or critical is an adjective, and critical thinking is the process of carefully and methodically reviewing information. The second important approach for the IELTS is paraphrasing. When you meet large descriptive terms in English that are unknown to you, you might try to grasp them by breaking them down into separate components. For example, the first component of the word is para, which implies that para is the prefix or beginning of the word. Tut is the phrase and ing is the suffix. So identifying the prefix can help you recognize the word. Prefixes are often prepositions like in, at, above, below, and so on. You may sometimes figure out what kind of preposition this is by looking at other words that begin with the letter para. As a result, the concept of paraphrasing is to use various words to communicate the same idea. Another way to think of it is to utilize terms with similar or neighboring meanings. The third key method that we will discuss with multiple examples is called visualization. Visualization simply means to see information just like watching television, which is a noun. That means to view something. Simply means to view information. As a result, you may imagine that knowledge in your mind, whether you hear it as in the IELTS listening section or when you read it as in the IELTS passage. Once again, this may strongly assist you in giving faster, more clear and correct responses to inquiries. In other words, visualization is the process of transforming data into mental images. So here are the three basic techniques. Once more, we will go over them thoroughly so that you can practice them before your IELTS test. This will allow you to achieve a higher score more quickly and you feel more confident not only in the test but also in your future academic or professional goals. Keep in mind, keep in mind that critical thinking is used to study information in a methodical way. Paraphrasing is used to communicate the same idea in different words. For example, let us go. We should leave. And visualization is used to translate knowledge into mental images. So these are the three basic questions we normally ask while assessing new ideas. The first question is what exactly are we doing here? The second question is usually the same. Why is critical thinking important? Why is paraphrasing important? Why is visualizing important? The third question we must constantly ask why reviewing new information is how. So, how do we think critically, effectively, paraphrase, and visualize? So, for each of these three queries, we are going to respond with some examples for the future.